You were surely sent with the Prophet and you went off with him all night. Tell us what occurred.
Yeah, come on, tell us. You were away all night, surely you have a story. What happened when you were in the desert with the Prophet? Come on, why do you look so afraid? Spit it out already. Tell us what happened. When you were alone in the desert with the Prophet, you have been looking off ever since.
All right, all right, all right. I'll tell you what occurred and what I have seen when I and the Prophet journeyed off alone into the desert.
Yesterday morning the messenger of Allah sent for me, and I appertained to his call. He ordered that we were to venture off into the desert. So we set out until we reached such and such a place. It was very far from any person. I was starting to think we were in need of a caravan. When we reached a certain place, the Prophet of Allah grabbed a stick from the ground. He kept walking until eventually he stopped. Without a word he began to trace a line on the desert floor and said, "This line is for you," and ordered that I stay behind the line he drew. He began to speak, saying, "Do not step on the other side of this line. If you go outside of it, it's over for you." And so I stayed there. Then the messenger of Allah went off about a stone's throw away or a little farther. Then a group of male members, they didn't have any clothes on, and I didn't see their genitals, and they were tall and scrawny. And they came and started to ride or mount the messenger of Allah, and the Prophet of Allah began to recite to them. And they started to move closer and lean around me, and get in my way, and I became intensely terrified of them, so I sat down. This went on until when the morning light broke, only then they began to go away. Then the messenger of Allah came back exhausted and in pain, or practically in pain, from how they had ridden him. When he had reached me he said, "Indeed I am exhausted." Then the messenger of Allah put his head in my lap. And the men came with tall white garments on, but the messenger of Allah had fallen asleep. And I became more intensely terrified of them. And I have been shaken about it ever since, seeing our beloved Prophet being mounted by black men or these jinns. I don't even know. After what I had experienced, I am so terrified. I swear by Allah I will never appertain to one of his calls again.
So you are saying that these black figures mounted our Prophet and caused him great pain, and this went on from night until daybreak?
Unfortunately it is so. From sunset to daybreak, he was mounted, and the way they mounted him caused him severe pain.
Were they really jinns? Why did Allah let such things happen to his beloved Prophet?
I am in doubt that they were jinns, since the group of male members looked like such people.